Namaskar, everyone. To those that are in the hall, and also to those who are joining via our online streaming, a warm welcome to our healing circle this afternoon or evening, depending on where you are. My name is Sri Devi, and I'm so happy to be able to connect with each of you today in our first segment. Just to say, before we begin, that our bodies are the most important vehicles for us in this journey. We only get one of them in the lifetime, so it's very important that we take the time to energize our bodies, to revitalize our bodies any chance that we get, and also to bring our loving attention to the body. Today, as we create this healing space and also working with the body, we are building that critical connection between the mind, the energy, and the physical body. Now, this gives us such an opportunity to be able to transform how the body is feeling in any given moment. And that is such an exciting possibility. This means that no matter how your body felt before you came and sat down, that we can change and boost the body in such a powerful way that could sustain you even as you continue the session and your evening. So today, let's take this opportunity and work with the body, work with the breath, work with the tools that we have to love and to energize the body. And then you'll see in your own self the changes that you feel, even from the beginning of the session to the end. So, we will begin today by just coming into the body and making that beautiful connection. We can do that with physical touch. So, sitting down in our seat, just take a moment to sit comfortably wherever you are. We can keep our eyes open or closed. And I'm going to use my hands. I'm just going to start by sweeping my hand along my arm. I invite everyone to do this. And here we are allowing ourselves just to make beautiful connection with our bodies. So imagine as we do this, we are sending loving and calm energies into each touch. We can imagine, I'm going to switch arms, that we are touching something that we dearly love. For some of us, that could be children. That could be our pets. Imagine that everything in the universe that you love is being directed into this exact touch in this moment. Now, if you observe, you can feel the arms start to relax in a very unique way. A sense of calm coming over wherever you touch. And as we do this, let's also imagine that we are filling wherever we touch with so much love. I'm also going to go down my legs And again, just thinking of this loving, calming energy as I move my hands along my body. Again, we are just making connection with the body. And imagine as we do this that our bodies are relaxing right where we are. No tension, no stress. With all of our loving awareness, we use our own bodies, our own loving touch to influence the bodies in this moment. As we do this, we can imagine that as we pass our hands over, there's light filling each cell in the body. I'm also going to pass this beautiful calming energy over my face, over my crown, down the back of my neck, and across the shoulders. We do this again, our loving attention and awareness coming into our body. We are opening ourselves to this feeling of peace. Imagine that as we do this, all of the tension in the body is leaving. We imagine that all of our love is in our hands, and we pass it over our body. What a beautiful gift we are giving the body in this moment. Just in the way of gentleness, just in the way of present moment. Now, let's sit quietly where we are for a moment and just observe how your body feels right here and right now. As we sit, is there anywhere in the body that perhaps requires a bit more attention? Are there any pains in the body? Simply place your hands on the part of the body that needs nourishing and hold it there for a moment. Again, we are just making connection with the body as we begin. For some, I see holding the chest. Others are holding by the side of the head. This is beautiful. In this moment, all the love that we would have cultivated in the last moments, we just honor our bodies just as we begin. And breathe deeply. And imagine that all of your own loving energy is just being placed where your body needs it. This is how we build awareness of what the body needs. Here, we are listening to our bodies. We are loving our bodies. We are nourishing our bodies powerfully. Beautiful, everyone. Let's bring both palms into our heart as we begin today. And of course, this energy that drives our bodies, that drives this entire universe, is called prana, or life force energy. Today, we will begin by honoring this life force energy in our sacred prayer from the Vedas. And this prayer says, all three worlds are governed by prana. O prana, bless us as a mother would bless her child. Fill us with affluence and intelligence. We will sing this together. I will sing one line and we can repeat. Om pranasyedam vase sarvam. Om pranasyedam vase sarvam. Tridive yat pratishtitam. Tridive yat pratishtitam. Mateva putran rakshasva. Mateva putran rakshasva. Srischa prajnascha videinahiti. Srischa prajnascha videinahiti. And just stay here for a moment. And allow the vibration to be felt in the body. When you are ready, you can open your eyes. Okay. So welcome back, everyone. And I invite everyone to come to a standing position today. Just as a reminder, we started the session by invoking loving energy into our space. And of course, we know that in dealing with the body, this is not loving energy outside of us. It is our own loving energy that we're using to nourish and excite the body. And we do this in simple movements, but by putting all of our love and our present moment awareness into exactly what we are doing. So let's see today if in every single practice that we do, if we can maintain this beautiful, warm, loving energy towards our bodies. Okay? We'll begin today by placing our feet at hip distance. Excellent. I'm just going to spread my toes nice and wide, and I invite everyone to do the same. Good. Let's do some gentle rotation in the shoulders. I inhale, coming up, and exhale, coming down. Good, let's continue. Inhale, and exhale. Breathing in, and out. Good, let's go in the opposite direction. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. As I do this, I pay close attention to what body part is being activated. My shoulders, my neck. And I send my loving attention into that space. Okay, let's do 2 more. Excellent, everyone. Last one. And relax. Good. Let's inhale both shoulders up. Hold it. Create some good tension. Smile. And drop. Beautiful. Inhale. Let's do it again. Create a little bit of tension in the body. Know that the relaxation after is going to feel so sweet. Tense. Hold. And relax. Beautiful. One more time. Let's inhale. Create the tension. Tense as much as you can. Tense, tense, tense. And relax. Good. Let's shake out the hands. You can shake out the feet too. Excellent. Coming back to a strong standing position. Here we are going to do our cleansing breath. And again, a unique opportunity to really enjoy what we are doing with the body. So the benefits are that the inhale is so rich with energy. It's relaxed, it's filling. And the exhale is powerful, releasing any stale energy from the body and oxygen. Good, let's bend our knees a little bit. Excellent. This gives us a more firm standing posture. Excellent. Let's begin with an exhale through the mouth. Good, we empty completely. Let's fill. Exhale. Pausing at the end. Inhale. Really floating the arms down. Good. Everyone. And smile. Okay, I think everybody's back. Sorry about that. And last one. Make this one count. Enjoy, smile. Wow, this feels good. And exhale. Beautiful, everyone. Let's close our eyes right where we are. Fingers spread down by our side. Let's take a quick moment just to observe how we feel. Notice the changes happening in the body. More clarity in the chest region. More energy and prana in our core. The feeling of the cells being alive. Exciting. Okay, and when you are ready, you can open your eyes. Excellent, everyone. I'm sure that even though I froze a little bit, that the energy that you would have created with your body continued even as you did the exercise. Excellent. Okay? For our second exercise today, we're going to focus on chest opening. And again, inviting this beautiful, loving, comforting energy into our space. So as we inhale, we expand the arms out just to the side, and we're imagining that we're hugging the entire universe. And enjoy the feeling of the lungs being expanded. Good, and we're slowly going to exhale, bringing the palms together. As I do this, my entire body is engaged. Inhale. A unique opportunity to send energy into the entire body. And this is nice. I feel like I'm hugging everyone. This is great. Thank you. And exhale. Inhale, gentle smile on the face. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Sending loving energy into each cell. It'll help us sustain this exercise as we do this. Exhale. Good, let's bring all of our attention into what we are doing. And just be here with the body. Exhale. Good, let's do 3 more. Inhale. Exhale. Your attention can even help you sustain this for much longer than you think. Exhale. Beautiful, everyone. Last one. Enjoy. Open heart, open lungs. Exhale. Beautiful, everyone. Palms down, fingers spread by your side. Let's close our eyes for a moment and just observe. Again, notice the uniqueness of each exercise. Perhaps you feel more heat in the body, more openness in the chest, more clarity and calmness. When you are ready, you can open your eyes. Excellent, everyone. For our final exercise, for our first segment, I will invite everyone to have a seat. And here we will do our alternate nostril breathing. And of course, this is just to bring balance into both sides of the body and also of the brain. All of this loving energy, this vital energy that we have been cultivating, let's integrate it fully into this exercise as we breathe even deeper into the body. Okay. Let's begin by creating Chin Mudra on our left hand. So that is my thumb and index finger together, 3 remaining fingers together, and relaxed down on my thigh. Good. Right hand is Nausicaa Mudra. This is index finger and middle finger are down. Let's begin by closing our right nostril. Eyes are closed. Let's exhale through the left. Face is relaxed. Breath is relaxed. Inhale, left. Close left. Exhale, right. Inhale, right. Close right, exhale, left. Inhale, left. Close left, exhale, right. Inhale, right. Close right, exhale, left. Inhale, left. Close left, exhale, right. Inhale, right. Close right, and exhale, left. Let's release the mudra, bring both palms into our heart. Let's just stay here for a few moments in silence. Being grateful for what we feel in the body, in our energies. In this moment, we give gratitude to each of our cells, to the tissues and the organs in the body, even to the blood, to every single part of the body. We honor it in this moment. We say, I love you, my body. Thank you. Om, peace, peace, peace. Thank you so much, everyone. It was an absolute joy to be with you for this first segment. I will now hand you off to Krishna Priya, who will take you in to some further exercises. Have an amazing evening and enjoy the healing. Namaskar.
Namaskar everyone, and a very warm welcome to the second segment of our healing circle. And I totally give thanks to Sri Devi for such a beautiful, sweet, peaceful opening, taking us into slowly opening the body, opening the cells, opening the organs, opening our chakras, the heart, for deeper healing, as she said. And in this segment, I'm inviting you to vibrate a bit more into the movement in the healing process. So if you'd like, please to stand up for this segment. And we're gonna start with vibrating qigong. It's such a beautiful and very funny practice that you can do it any time of the day. So here, you want to stay in a standing position that it brings a good alignment in all parts of the body. And we're gonna start slowly shaking. And let's start with the arms. And shaking, observing the relationship with the arms and the spine and the back. And then we want to add the fact that the most stressful energy, it lies into the nervous system, that is just beyond the skin, in the soft tissues, in the fascia that surrounds everything in the body. So let's slowly imagine that we keep the structure solid and we shake the skin and under the skin. Like we have a cloth and we want to slowly shake it. Let's shake it like that. And now learning this, you can add a bit more movement. And of course, breath will guide you. Energy is breath. She will guide you how to breathe. And then slowly you can balance from one leg to the other. Again, observing now. If you want to close your eyes, it's also very beautiful. So observe the skin. It's an organ. It's the largest organ. Observe the soft tissue, this fascia, this membrane, elastic membrane under the skin, holding everything together, even wrapping our organs together and the bones that is made of water, is made of collagen, and holds the nervous system into it. So we distressing from that soft tissue. You observe it can be very distressing, very relaxing. And now continuing with the hands, let's add the legs movement. Here it's like you're jumping very slowly without detaching the heels from the ground. Just imagine somebody shaking you like a cloth, all the dust going out, that will be the stress, the toxins, and we want to shake it into the earth. And now you want to also shake from the muscles. Muscles hold a lot of stress, tightness. So now you can connect with your muscles. And imagine that the earth is taking all that you don't need into and converting it. Now let's shake the organs. And now if you have a knowledge of your organs, you can connect it with each organ and shake them. And now the joints, every joint. And we can shake also the bones, ligaments. And we stop slowly. We take a slow, deep in breath in front of the lower dantian. And the out breath goes deep within into the lower dantian, deep inside the body, in, opening up. Belly goes to the front, out, gathering the energy, collecting the energy, condensing it inside. In again, and out. Very nice, everyone. Excellent. The next exercise I prepared for you that is related also with the fascia, that soft connective tissue that I told you about, but also with the meridians in the medical qigong. It's the wave or dragon back in the medical qigong. So here, it's an excellent exercise that shows like this. I'm just showing you a little bit how it is, just to have an idea how it works. And maybe you remember it, and I'm going to explain it. The base movement, it's the pelvic tilt. So here, it's a pump between the sacrum on the spine and the brain. So all the energy, all the fluids will pump between the sacrum and the brain, rejuvenating all the nerves, rejuvenating all the tissues, and also squeezing and nourishing all the organs in the same time. Of course, it's bringing the back to more elasticity, and also it makes us aware of this entire movement of the body, being flexible in all parts of the body. So let's learn it. The feet shoulder width apart. You want to bend slowly your knees. And now let's start with the pelvic tilt. So here in front, the pubic bones goes up as we squeeze the sacrum. Now here you feel the back, it's lengthened, it's stretched. That are the young meridians of the body. They're getting stretched and rejuvenated. The opposite movement, it's when the sacrum goes up and the pubic bone goes down. And here you feel in front of the body, it's a stretching. All the in meridians, the nourishing part of the meridians are getting rejuvenating, feeding the organs with energy. So now let's compose it. Pubic bones to the back, sacrum up, pubic bone up, squeezing the sacrum. And we want to unify the movement. And of course, it's a lot of flexibility into the girdle vessel here, and also into the hip joint. And we want to make the movement a bit round, like we draw a circle there. So it's not just in front and to the back, it's drawing a small circle in the same time. Let your joints from the knees and hip be loose. And now we want to add and go up one by one, repeating the movement, and take further vertebrae and carry the wave more up into the body. Breathe in and breathe out. And ultimately, the movement goes all the way up into the upper part of the spine, into the neck, and you feel this pump here with the head, pumping here and moving the liquids into the brain. You can relax the hands if you want, or you can keep them on the body if you still need to feel this pumping happening. Breathe in and breathe out. And let your entire body be loose. Do it slowly, enjoying it. Breathe in, breathe out, in and out, and feel how you get more loose and loose in the spine. Observe the effect into the head, into the brain, into the neck tilt also, it's important. Very nice, everyone. The muscles of the legs are very relaxed. So imagine ourselves with moving with a wave and not bending down and up, stretching the legs. It's not about stretching the legs, it's moving and correlated as one unit from the ankles, from the knees, hips, all the way up. And slowly relax now. Let's gather the energy together into the lower dantian. Breathing in, opening the lower dantian. Breathing out, condensing the energy deep into the lower dantian. As we do this, we observe how we feel in the spine, how we feel in the brain, in the head area, in the entire body. If we feel more loose, more relaxed, more vibrant. 2 and 1. Now, working also the arms and the meridian of the arms that are the heart, pericardium, triple burner, the lungs, the large intestines. We're gonna do a next exercise that it's gathering after that together with a wave into the dragon whips its tail. But let's first the arm movement. So here, if you would like to open more a bit your legs into a bit of wider stance and dropping the sacrum down, feeling comfortable, feeling safe into the position, just lengthen the arms in front of your chest. And now, let's take the pinky finger, bringing up and the thumb down, twisting the arms on the outside. So here you feel how the shoulder blades are opening up. And also it's a twist into the joints. Every joint also of the finger, and also the arms. And now we keep the palms like this, fully expanded, fully stretch all the fingers. We bring them down towards the hip area as we have something in our palms. We bring them and stretch them to the back, fully extension here. And then as we swing, as we rotate the arms, bringing them in front, and then turning them back into the previous position. So this is the movement. Let's repeat it in front of the lower dantian, observing the stretch and wringing out our arms as we wring out a towel. Now all the meridians get pumped up in this wringing out, and then when we reverse and we wring in the other direction, we'll get a good pump of fluids, oxygen, energy. Let's add the breath now. In front, deep in breath, filling the lower dantian with air, and now deep out breath, squeezing. Deep in breath, and deep out breath. Now let's add now the pelvic tilt that we learned it before. So here in front, the pubic bone goes up and the sacrum drops down as we have the outward ringing. And as we want to go to the back, we stretch now the chest as we lengthen the arms. Pubic bone goes down, sacrum to the back. In, out. Lengthening the arms, and out. Now in front of the middle dantian is the same movement. Now it's more dynamic here because it involves also the chest and the middle part of the spine. So here in front, we want to really stretch and feel that the middle part of the spine, it's pushing to the back. And when we breathe in front, open maximum the chest, the heart, the lungs, squeeze the arms to the back, and then bring them to the front, like you swim here. Open, out, in. And let's add now the wave movement. I know it's a bit difficult, but just be sure you do nothing wrong. Only to loosen up the entire body, to have the idea to lengthen, to stretch, to work with the meridians, to be gracious in the movement. And now we go into the upper dantian. Now here the movement of the arms is a bit more restricted. So here we bring the palms as we wash out the brain and the mental space. And here we turn as much as it's possible. And again we move in front. And again we combine now the wave movement. And we come back to the middle dantian. We open more the chest. We lengthen here. We push the middle back to the back. When we go down, we rest more on the hips, on the heels, and then we go in front and up, we rest more on the toes. Very beautiful. Recharging and filling up all the three dantians, squeezing all the organs, energizing all the meridians. bringing more fluids throughout the entire body. And here, let's end into the lower dantian. Do it very slowly, as you can become conscious of the wave, every part of the body. If you have any tension anywhere in your body, observing this ringing in and ringing out of the hands, of the arms, all the meridians. Upper dantian, like you're washing out your mind, your brain, infusing with fresh energy. Middle and lower. And we're going to end now, bringing all the wave, all the energy into the lower dantian first. Breathing in, opening up. Breathing out and condensing. In. Out. In. Out. You can do the same in front of the middle dantian, in. And see the relationship between the arms and the spine now. Heart chakra, heart organ, lungs. And now you can do it in front of the upper dantian. Observe if you create more space in your mental field, more opening, because our energy field is not ending at the surface of the skin. It's wrapping around the entire body. It goes more far depending how much energy we can project and gather in our body. And I think the best example is when we stay in the presence of Guruji, that we can even feel that field of the energy that he's projecting around his physical body as well. And coming back now to the lower dantian. Just rest for a moment, the palms here, taking a deep attention inside, but also in the physical body. Now the standing position in qigong that I was inspiring in previous sessions, it's important all the time when we rest in exercises, but also in activity, just aligning the body in a proper position. It aligns all the energies, meridians, to gather energy. So we want to have the feet parallel. We want to drop the knees above the big toe. Actually, if we want to look at the big toe, we don't see it. We want to drop the sacrum, lengthening the spine. Relax the arms, please. Lengthening the spine as somebody is holding us up from the crown through the heavenly energies. So we have a connection with the source of all energies. And we want from the chest area to have a relaxation, a slowly inward movement. In the same time with the extension in the spine. We want to open here the armpits, rounding slowly the arms and hanging them down. And we feel all the energies are moving down from the upper part of the body, the spine, hips, legs, back of the knees, into the feet, connecting with the earth energies. So here is the alignment of the physical body in a standing position. But before we go to maybe some uchi, if we have time, let's do another exercise, marriage, heaven and earth. Because we work so much the spine, we energize the entire structure of the spine. Let's now go into the orbit, microcosmic orbit, through this exercise. It's a simple one, but yet very profound. So in this position, just slowly raise up the arms, keeping the shoulders balanced, slowly to the back. So don't go like this, right? breathe in. And as much as you can go with the hands up without raising the shoulders, just letting the shoulders go down. Connect now with the heavenly energies. Gather through the fingers that energy into the palms, into the arms. Now round the arms and move the palms, fingers together at the back here, at the occiput, touching slowly here. And now slowly bend, slowly wrap now the arms, the palms in front of your body as you wash your face, bringing now the energy down in front of the body and pushing it along the front side of the body, all the way down, through the legs, through the feet, into the earth. We do it again. Breathe in. We move the energy on the back, on the spine. We take them all the way up through the crown. And now from the fingers, from the arms, we gather the heavenly energies, the source of all energies. We wrap the arm around the shoulders. We go at the back here, wanting to energize the brain, touching here. And now detaching the arms, wrapping the palms in front of our face, bathing the brain with energy, and now moving the energy in front of the body, down, down, into the legs, into the feet, connected with the earth energies. And we can rest for a moment here as we want to continue in the practice. We want to now pay tribute to our healing box. Thank you so much, everyone, for your participation in this second segment. And let's now, as we sit down, let's prepare for the prayer. The collective prayer that is so powerful. Slowly closing our eyes, and with the palms in front, open, as we want to project energies from the palms, and also it's a posture of sending out and holding and embracing. Let's connect with all those names that are here written in this magical box, but also all the names that are coming now into your heart, into your mind, including yourself. All those that you know, they need healing at all the levels in this moment. They need support from the forces of the light. Let's project our healing intention from the mind, from a loving heart, feeling them in our heart, in our inner space, with us, energizing them, carrying them into this field of healing that we are into in this moment. Together with the grace of all the masters that we are held in, let's bring this grace into those names, people, trusting that the divine will taking care of. We give thanks, gratitude. We bring gratitude for the healing process. And with this, I thank you again for this collective prayer. And I hand you over to Sri Vasudeva for the next segment. Namaskar, everyone.
Thanks. Namaskar everyone and welcome to the meditation segment of the Healing Circle, and I hope that the sessions previous to this were all energizing as you became active and you increased the vital level of the body. Now we have yet another exciting segment where we use the mind power. You are endowed or invested with tremendous mind power. What do you do with it is another story. Every thought is a channeling of that mind power. That mind power carries prana. You generate prana through the mental power. That same kind of energy you draw through the breath when you breathe, the life force that you draw from the breath, the mind is able to also generate the same, the prana. And you can intensify that by intensifying your intention and attention. If you increase the power of your intention and you keep your focus of attention very powerful, it's a powerful stream of prana or life force that you're generating. So when you keep a negative thought and you keep on generating a powerful intention and you are using powerful attention, can you imagine what you're doing, the power you're wielding? That's how the universe was created, through the power of the mind, the power of intention, by, of course, a higher self. So we are given this awesome power of mind, power of intention, power of attention. The power of intention is also the power of will. So we have that. It's called in the Sanskrit, Ichha Shakti. Ichha Shakti. It's the power of intention of will. We have Kriya Shakti, the Shakti of action. When you do, you're also creating prana through the action. It's Kriya Shakti. And you have Jnana Shakti, the power of knowledge. So you have incredible power in your hand, the power of knowledge, the power of will, and the power of action. What do you do with it? Well, certainly, in this segment, we're going to use that power to re-energize the body cells, to revitalize, to rejuvenate them. But you have to come into the awareness of body cells. Can you? Not the physical mass of the body, but getting into the awareness of your actual body cells. And you develop this awareness over time and intuitively as well, through grace. You begin to have an appreciation of your subtle body, which is where the powers are. The active powers are in the subtle body, the power to act, the power to feel, the power to know, the power to generate thought, the power to create an intention. All these are powers from your subtle body because they move prana. They're in your subtle body. Subtle body is the body of prana. So you have this awesome power within you. And my wish is that you appreciate this power you have to create a thought and to hold that thought with your intention and increase the power of that thought through your intention. and the power to recharge the entire physical body with your breath. So you can revitalize the body. You can use the power of the mind to go even deeper into the body. And you would have seen earlier how you would have used the power of action and the breath to bring energy into the body. So it's incredible power you have. And my prayer and wish is that you will be able to use that. And of course, I've been telling you that next year I'm going to be focused on the practice, the assimilation of knowledge and information into the body itself. So all of what you're doing now is what will be intensified next year in the 40 days and throughout next year. How to keep every level sharp, clean, and functional. So here today we're going to use mind power, but I want to think of your mind as a layer in your being. It's called Manomaya Kosha in the Vedantic thinking. So you can hold your entire body in that layering of the mind, Manomaya Kosha. A kosha is a sheath or a layer. You have Pranamaya Kosha, which is where the pranas move. Then you have the Manomaya Kosha, where the mind contains and moves. You have Anamaya Kosha, which is the body. And you have Vijnanamaya Kosha, which is the knowledge part of you. And then you have Anandamaya Kosha, which is the blissful part of you. This is one categorization that is there in the Vedanta science. So here is where we use the mind power in the meditation to activate the subtle body and to generate these waves of energy into your entire Anamaya Kosha, or the food body, or to the material body, the chemistry body. But first, let's begin to center in the infinite within us. The whole idea of understanding that our soul being, or subtle body, is centered in infinite consciousness and energy. That means your mind, the center of the mind, the center of your emotional being, the center of your vital being, that is the soul part of you. It is centered in a source of infinite being and potential and possibilities. How do you do that? You first begin by observing, centering in the witnessing. Just the witnessing. Not to think that I am witnessing. Move away from that. Just witnessing, just observing, pure observing. Center there, and just breathe into that. Breathe into that center of mental being. And when you breathe out, just let go of every thought of the mind, all mental stresses that might be subconsciously there. You just breathe away with this awareness of letting go of mental stress of every form. And as you breathe into calmness, into peacefulness. And draw the breath, and you draw the breath by focusing on the third eye point, the center of the eyebrows point, and the medulla at the back of the neck. It will automatically come to you as you breathe into Ujjayi. Gentle breathing out, gentle breathing in. Lots of awareness. Present moment awareness. Really being with your soul being. That's the subtle energy body. Being with your physical being. And really just happy to be in this field of energy and presence. Where everything tends to become effortless. Nice gentle breathing with a pause at the end of the out-breath, a pause at the end of the in-breath. Learn to appreciate those pauses because they can take you into the gap, into that space of deep silence. Until you can have that silence during the actual breathing itself. Just let go and enjoy just beingness, witnessing and beingness. And I like to let the Om mantra resonate there. You can choose any mantra that resonates with you in the soul space. And I allow my hands at liberty to move so that my heart opens up to support the mind. And as I say that, as the heart beckons me, let's go to the heart, just to the center of the chest, extend the awareness to the center of the chest. And just breathe into loving being, loving as being, opening up to just witness the emotional space as you witness the mental space, and just feel tremendous gratitude for this moment, and extend all of this to every cell. Let every cell bubble with this joy of gratitude, thankfulness. With every cell of my being, I'm in gratitude. Gratitude flows through my being. And open up as much as you can. As much as you can. To that space of grace that is in the silence. So the whole idea is nourishing every cell through that lovingness, that loving beingness, spreading it or channeling it to every cell, and letting the mind hold the cellular experience. How do you know yourselves? Just begin to focus within the body, where you can feel the warmth of the physical body, and you can feel that prana or life force moving within your being. And remember that your mind has the power to energize your entire being. So the mind is not just in repose. It is silent, yes, but it's highly alert. And it's highly engaged with the intention of loving. And deepening the peacefulness. And staying completely attentive to the witnessing. And now as you breathe, just give attention to the organs within your being, the heart, the lungs, the liver, the spleen, the glands, the adrenal glands, thymus gland. Just open up the belly area too, that you may go deeper into the core energy of the body. And you can feel that gut space opening up as you breathe deeply into the gut. Vital core. Hold that in your awareness. But the pranic power becomes fiery. It's the pitta energy of Ayurveda. And so you're nourishing your body cells by holding them in this vital core, this firepower that can revitalize you. Now I'm intensely doing everything that I'm telling you. So if you connect with me, my being, you can pick up what I'm doing even more powerfully. As you listen to my voice, that's a way of connecting with my presence. We are one in that inner space. We are not two when we center together in the hub of being, in the core of being. We are one. We are in oneness of being. Keep that focus. That's where we synergize. And if there is a challenge in any part of your being, just take your attention there and breathe away the stressful energy. Breathe it away. And draw in the healing prana with your breath, with your mind. Powerful forces of prana. And of course, love is an intense prana that you generate in the healing field. So let all these energies permeate your being. And visualize, because visualization has power. The saying is, as you think, so you become. So think of your entire being being well. Think of well-being at every level. And if there is any organ within you that is compromised, or joint, or bone, just hold the image of being whole again. Hold that image of wholeness as your reality. Use the breath powerfully at every level. Remember, hold the mind in a loving space. Appreciate your body's organs and cells. And know that you are tapping into the energy of the divine. You've become a channel of the divine. Remember the awesome power that is behind you. You're a channel of light. Lift yourself to being an instrument of the divine. Learn to own every level of being by holding your physical body in your soul's energy very powerfully, very positively. Remember that whatever you create in the subtle body actualizes in the physical body. And hold the body continuously in recharge. Get to every cell, to the muscles, to ligaments, to tendons. To bones, to blood. And I deeply appreciate your soul being. It is the active intelligence within you. It is the active identity within your being. Your body is simply a physical instrument given to you by the universe, gifted to you. It is completely under the soul's influence. You have only to use that influence. And now hold that feeling once again of well-being. And breathe the gross breath into it. Bring more oxygen to the body. Opening up the channels. The gross breathing. Appreciating that the element of air is around you. And it's associated with feeling and touch. The heart chakra. The emotional space. And as you bring more gross air into the body, begin to identify with the gross body and its connection to the earth that sustains it. And allow your mind to come into the awareness of physicality in a loving way, in the way of gratitude of the soul having a physical body to experience this plane of gross senses and gross body and gross experiences. And breathe into the gut. As you give attention to the warmth that you feel, the firepower in the body. And the associated light in the outer space. And the warmth of the space around you. Fire creates that. And give attention to the space around you, in which sounds move and you can hear the sounds around you. Give attention. Begin to appreciate the gross world of space, of sound, of feeling, of warmth. And open your consciousness to the water element that you can feel in your body, in the saliva, in the body fluids. And the water element as moisture in the space around you. And extend your love and peace and harmony to the space around you, the physical field. And remember, maintain collective consciousness, because we have a collective field of energy and awareness. And let's hold that intention that there be peace, love and harmony in the coexistence of us humankind and nature. Soul being and nature. May all be well. May all experience well-being. May all experience higher consciousness. May all experience peace. And may we all experience unity. With the divine as our infinite source of consciousness and energy. And now here we'll chant the beautiful mantra and powerful mantra, the Mahamrityunjaya mantra, which calls us to our deathless nature. Mrityunjaya is victory over death. Victory over the illusion of change and death. And it's asking in its prayer for the experience of immortal consciousness and well-being, complete well-being. Join us as we repeat this mantra together. Om Trayambakam Yajamahe Sugandhem Pushtivardhanam Urvarukamiva Bandhanan Mrityor Mokshiyam Mamritat. Om Trayambakam Yajamahe Sugandhem Pushtivardhanam Urvarukamiva Bandhanan Mrityor Mokshiyam Mamritat. Om Trayambakam Yajamahe Sugandhem Pushtivardhanam Urvarukamiva Bandhanan Mrityor Mokshiyam Mamritat. Om Trayambakam Yajamahe Sugandhem Pushtivardhanam Urvarukamiva Bandhanan Mrityor Mokshiyam Mamritat. Om Trayambakam Yajamahe Sugandhem Pushtivardhanam Urvarukamiva Bandhanan Mrityor Mokshiyam Mamritat. Om Trayambakam Yajamahe Sugandhem Pushtivardhanam Urvarukamiva Bandhanan mrityor mokshiyam mamritat. Aum trayambakam yajamahe sugandhem pushtivardhanam urvarukamiva bandhanan mrityor mokshiyam mamritat. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Let me celebrate the water energy. To the well-being of all. I'm drinking the tulsi tea. The tulsi is the holy basil plant with medicinal properties. I mean, just enjoying and reveling in the taste. Can feel the warmth down my throat, and my stomach welcomes it. So I'm celebrating. It's celebration. That's my usual sound. So I want to thank all of you for joining us today. Of course, it's always a joy. I love these healing circles. I love that I can inspire you, and I practice intensely every day, everything that I do here. I just love sitting in this hall in silence. My morning meditations are just full of silence. And the hall has an incredible energy, so it's just wonderful sitting in this beautiful hall. Of course, there are only a few of us, but it's fine. The hall is filled with invisible beings. And so too can your little room, wherever you are. You can fill it with all these beautiful beings who are attracted to your presence. So create such a presence in your space with the masters that these beings will come to be in your space. And especially if you chant Guru Gita every day or you chant Shiva Mahimna, then you build that kind of energy in the space that these beings want to come into your home. These light beings. Whenever I walk into a space where people pray, I can feel that. I can feel the presence of the light beings. And that's always a joy. And I can tell immediately. That consciousness opened up in my first visit to India. It opened up in the ashram of Baba Muktanand. And when I traveled through India, going to other places, that was my meter or gauge. Wherever I went, if I begin to feel the same kind of feelings that I had in the space of the ashram, then I knew that space was also a holy space. My consciousness was awakened to this energy of the environment. And over the years, that has just intensified. One of the things that was most important to me on my journey was devotion to practice. To this day, I cannot live a life of indiscipline. I wake up early. I go for a walk, run around the ashram to revitalize the lungs. I do the deep breathing. And of course, I have my pet dog, so we run together. Sometimes she's in front, I'm behind. Sometimes I'm in front, she's behind. But it's marvelous in the early morning, just to free the lungs and to breathe in the fresh prana and to feel alive in the body. Of course, I'm alive in the soul, but I need the prana maya kosha, the prana body, to revitalize the physical body. And there is nothing better in the early morning than making the body active. So practice, and then coming down into the hall for meditation, that practice is a conditioning for my soul being. Really centering the prana at every level, doing the microcosmic orbit, bringing the whole being into balance, and I stay with that. Usually we meditate for about 20 minutes in the silence after the chanting. And it's a beautiful 20 minutes. The entire hall is silent, and when I open my eyes, I can see everybody's practicing. Everybody's trying to come into the subtle space. And so it's conditioning in the subtle space. So only when you have the subtle space more conditioned, more in the light, that you can channel that energy into the physicality of the body. So if your subtle space is full of darkness, shadow energies, then what are you channeling into your physical body? What are you holding your physical body in? Because remember I said that this mental field is a manomaya kosha. So it is an energy field of the mind. And then you have the prana energy field. And if your pranas are not in balance, then what are you feeding the body? What field are you holding the anamaya kosha in, the physical field? So the more you condition the subtle field of mind and emotion and vitality, the more you condition that to be in the light, to be in vitality and balance, the more your physical field will be nourished by it. And if you don't practice day after day and build a habit so it's chemically coded into the body is programmed with this, then what are you doing with the awesome resource that you have of an infinitely powerful mind, of emotional power, of vital power? What are you doing with these things? You're given a gift and you have awesome power. What are you doing with it? What I do is I teach you how to use it, to guide you how to bring it into balance, and to use it positively, channeling it through your actions, through your thoughts, through your mental creations. So what do you do with this energy? It's up to you. You have the power of choice, the power of management, the power of control, the power of channeling. What are you doing with that? So every day, in every way, I seek to use every resource that I have before me, internal and external, for the benefit of life, for creating spaces of light. That's my thrill, that's my joy every day. And when if I don't use these opportunities, I feel unfulfilled in my being. I'm not doing what I'm supposed to do. I cannot lie and sleep all day. I cannot laze around. I cannot waste my thought energy. I just can't. I'm always creative, doing something or the other. Every space I walk around and look at, I want to transform it. I continuously look. And even if I have transformed it one day, the next day I come back, I think I see more ways of moving things. And then if I feel, well, I've been seeing these things for too long, I change it around again. But the whole idea is change and creativity. I get a tremendous thrill out of it. Because life itself is changed. The body changes every day. The planetary changes every day, every moment. Everything changes. People leave the planet, people come into the planet, people are born, people leave the planet, people grow older. If you haven't seen them for 10 years or 15 years, you might be surprised, you may not recognize them. So life changes. So flowing with change is tremendous joy. When you stay as witness, when you observe change from a timeless place, and you flow with it, you accept the order of things, you don't fight with the universe based on your ego and what it wants. Now you look at the stage, respect the stage, and work with the stage. People want to clean out a whole storage of karmas. No. Just work with the ones before you, and the ones below will arise as you do. So just stay in the moment. Work with the flow. Work with what is presented to you. Don't get over-ambitious that you want to clean up the whole space and you want to become enlightened tomorrow. Don't create the stress of enlightenment. It will happen when it will happen. Just live in the moment fully and masterfully. Enlightenment will come when it will come. Don't overstress yourself. You're already programmed to be totally free. It's already in the timeline of life. It was very interesting during my 40 years, and often I tell the story, right? I'm intensely trying to work the energy because my whole body is under energetic stress. I feel tremendous stress in the head and the heart. It was just tremendous stress, and I want to burst this out with with the power that I felt during those days. And then during well, the dreams were like visions. I was day and night in this state of in seclusion. So inner world and outer world seemed like the same. And then I saw a tower. When all this forcing and pushing, I saw a tower clock. And then I thought to myself, well, yeah, you can't push this. You have to flow with this. You have to give it time. And it was destined to be 40 days. So when 40 days arrived, then she just burst into my head and totally free. All the stress went completely. My whole being was just filled with this beautiful peace and light, with incredible awareness. So just don't stress about enlightenment. It will come and when it will come. Whatever joys I had, I didn't plan to go into any seclusion. I just felt in need. And I think I'm reminded of a caterpillar. The caterpillar just eats and eats and eats, and then suddenly it feels to stop. And then it attaches itself to a leaf or to a branch, and then it stays there, and then processing happens. Metamorphosis is going to change its form. That's how I felt in the 40 days. I just wanted to be alone, just alone. Previous to that, I was just enjoying teaching and being with the young kids and training them and helping them, singing with them, telling them stories, teaching them science. It was beautiful. But then I felt this whole consciousness of being alone. And before you know it, the seclusion happened. And then 40 days happened. And then freedom happened. So just bide your time. The timeline is perfect. And work with the universe at every step. Don't try to push it. Stay with it. It's all divine. So hope you enjoyed the healing circle today. It's always a joy for me. They will go through all the holidays as much as we can. I haven't looked at how the days are going to fall for the rest of the months. But as much as we can have the healing circle, it's going to happen. So thank you everyone for joining today. Of course, I'll see you on Sunday morning in Guru Gita. And all these sessions together with you are amazing. Thank you for being there with us in company. And thank you for helping us to co-create this marvelous space, transformative space, that can channel into the world around us. Have a blessed day, everyone, wherever you are. My soul bows to you. Namaskar, everyone.